We're going to be doing an oil change on the Yxz. We're going to be using Yamaha Lube for the engine oil. Full synthetic 1550.
Is that a made up name?
It can be.
Let me see. Yamaha Lube.
Yamaha Lube. So yeah, the engine's going to take 3 quarts. We're going to use a full synthetic. And transmission is going to take 2 quarts of the 20W50.
Even though it says engine oil on it?
Yeah.
Okay. So guys, just so y'all know, the gold ones are for the engine, and the black full synthetic, and the black ones are for the transmission. And don't be alarmed, even though they say engine oil, it's that's what it's for. It's for the transmission.
We're going to be using the genuine Yamaha oil filter, part number 5GH13440-60.
Got it. Well, what are you doing, Joey?
Right now we're taking off the skid plate so we can drain off the engine oil.
All right, guys. So we took off 11 bolts off the skid plate, and if you can see right here, there's a grab handle where to grab it from. It's gonna take some persuasion to get it off. Asian?
Asian.
It's a little racist. What about the Chinese?
Love for every race, brother.
All right. Love goes all around the world, guys, so.
Watch out.
Got it off. All right, guys. So as you can see, it's a mess under here. Well, it's because all we do is rip. All right, guys, so we just got done taking off the skid plate. Now we're moving on to phase number 2, taking off the rear plate cover.
All right, we're gonna take off these quick release pins. 1, 2, that's 3, 4, and 5.
And this is so we can have access here to, I believe, what is a dry sump system. So right here is where your dipstick would be for the oil, for the engine oil, it is.
We're gonna take off the dipstick.
All right, guys, the reason why I want to take out the dipstick is because you want the flow to come out from the bottom. So remember, guys, you don't want to just take off the dipstick and only drain the dry sump. You want to take off this crankcase bolt on top, and that way you can have better flow for the motor as well, because you have to drain both. You can see, try to get a good picture here for y'all guys. All right, guys. This is it, and it came out from the very front of the motor. I don't know if y'all can see it right. See, I get in there. You can see it right there where it came out of. All right, guys, we just got the 10mm socket, and we are going to take off the dry sump cover.
Two,
3 bolts. 3 bolts.
all right.
There it is.
So it's gonna be 3 bolts, guys.
There you go. 3 bolts. There's 1 on each side, and then 1 here in the middle.
This is a 65 through 67 millimeter filter. What's it called?
Filter remover.
Filter remover.
Yeah.
All right.
Guys, this is not rocket science, but sometimes you use things, you use them a million times, but when you're in front of the camera, you just forget what they're called. Or for the proper name, I should say, what it is. The oil filter, it's right here on the bottom. That's why you need to take off the skid plate. That, and so you don't cover it with oil. And she's off. All right, guys, so if you look right here, there's 4 hex bolts. It's going to be the first set. The bottom, there's one that's got a gasket on it.
This one right here. See that gasket?
Sir, I don't know if y'all can see this, but it's kind of hard to get a good angle. So, see, we're spending some quality brother-in-law time here.
Next up, we're gonna be draining out the sump. We're gonna need a 12mm socket for this and the oil pan.
No, that was it. Still draining?
Yeah, it's almost done. Alright. I think the Cat-Am's gonna be a lot easier than the Yxz, because the Yxz, you gotta take off the skid plate. We gotta drain it from down there.
You gotta speak up.
We gotta, okay. we gotta drain it from down there, and then we gotta drain it from over here. So yeah, I think it's a little bit extra because of Yxz is a little bit extra.
I don't think that Yxz is extra. Yeah. It's an extra pain in my head. What it is. All right, guys. So the oil can already finished out draining out all the oil.
So that is on, guys.
All right, Joey. So you just installed.
I just installed the bolt for the oil can.
Okay.
And like Mon said, after that we're gonna put the crankcase bolt. Just make sure you clean it up. Make sure you get off all debris, all dirt. And that is gonna go over here. For the motor again. It's kind of tight. Awesome, brother. Great job. Got the crankcase bolt on, guys. And next step is the oil filter. So we're gonna get our Yamaha Lube full synthetic 1550.
Why does it sound familiar? 1550.
I don't know.
Snacks at the store.
Yep.
1550. Guys, right here, what Joey's doing is he's drinking the oil, just testing it, make sure that it's synthetic enough.
Yep.
Looks like you're having some hard time opening that up, Joey.
All right.
Next step, you want to refill your oil filter.
Make sure you lube your O-ring.
Always lube your O-ring.
Lube is good.
You don't want it to bust.
Yeah.
And spill everywhere.
Yep. So lube it up, guys.
Because we're gonna reinstall the oil filter.
All right, guys. We already installed the oil filter. Next up, we're putting the oil filter screw.
All right, guys. Oil filter's on, and the drain plug is on for the bottom of the motor. Now we're going on to the oil.
So now we're gonna fill up the oil tank.
Got our funnel set up. We got the Yammies.
We got the Yamaha Lube. Full synthetic, baby.
Did you taste it to make sure it's full synthetic? I saw you.
Yeah, sure.
I saw you.
I tasted it. So we are gonna have to put 2 quarts in first. That's one. Put another one for me, brother, please.
All right, guys. So you're gonna do 2 quarts, and then we're gonna jump in, turn it on, rev it a little bit, turn it off, and come add the last one. Yamaha owner's manual says it takes 2.8, but we've read that it takes up to 3. So we're gonna do 2.8, test it, and if it needs more, we'll go from there. Think with your dipstick, Jimmy. I'm gonna check the oil again. We put the 2.8, didn't even show on the dipstick. So we're gonna check it again after putting the rest of it. As you can see right here, it's marking now. It's marking about halfway. So now we know we're good.
Now we're going to be doing the transmission oil change. So we're going to have to start off by taking off the ECU cover. Pretty easy. That's all it takes. That, brother. Thank you. And now we're going to take off the seat. Also easy. Just pop it off like that.
Self-explanatory, guys.
Yep. Pretty easy. And now what we need to do is, right here we got 1, 2. I'll take this one off. 3.
And there's a couple under here,
And
guys.
yeah, there's a couple under here. So yeah, let's do that and we'll get back to you.
Okay, so there's 3 up here. 1, 2, 3. Take off that cover. And then there's another 2 right here. 1, 2. And then you have another one here. And then you have 3 10 millimeters. 1 here, 1 there.
1 everywhere, brothers. Going everywhere, brothers.
Pop it out. Once you're done removing all the hardware from it, then right here you can see you got a clear view to the transmission. If you look down here, you'll see the dipstick and the fill for the transmission. Alright guys, so here underneath the unit again, you can see right in between this frame, right in the middle, you can see the drain plug for the transmission. We're going to loosen it up. Alright guys, so after we get this out, we're going to move on to the back to take out the transmission oil strain plug. It basically acts as a filter, but it's cleanable.
So we are back here, the transmission, and just cleaning up here, making sure it's clean of all debris, clean the area, clean the screw, and we're gonna get it tightened down.
We're using a 12mm socket to retighten the drain plug on the transmission.
Alright guys, we're back under here and we're taking off this screw that holds in the transmission strain plug. So yeah, this is a 10mm. Just take that out. Now I'm gonna have to use some pliers to pull this out, and it should leak a bit.
Or not.
Okay, or not, it didn't.
Alright guys, you can see all the gunk on it right now. We're gonna get a towel, go get some part cleaner, clean it out real quick. We'll reinstall it, put that set screw back on, so lock it in place, and then we'll head back to the top and start refilling the oil. See you then.
Alright guys, we're back up here. We already finished with the strainer and the strainer plug. So now, time to fill her up with transmission oil.
How many quarts does this take?
And this takes 1.7 quarts.
Okay.
To be exact. So we already finished up with a Yamaha Yxz maintenance. We did the oil change, the engine oil, and the transmission oil change. So yeah, we're pretty much done. That wraps it up. We're not gonna show you how to put the plastics because,
well, we haven't done it yet, but it is self-explanatory.
just the way we took it off, it's gonna be the same way to put it back on. Thanks for watching guys, and like, subscribe, and comment, and thanks. We're out.